Okay, I'm going to show you how to tape a lyra properly. The first step is to put a coating of this all sports under wrap around the lyra. So this gives a tiny bit of cushioning and also makes it much easier to take the tape off of the lyra in the future. I think I used about a quarter of the package to do this full-sized lyra. And you just kind of wrap it around. I don't think there's much skill to that or much precision to that. Okay, so to tape the lyra, you're going to use just sports tape, athletic tape. This under wrap is also just athletic under wrap that you would use to wrap a person's leg. And the key to this is when you're wrapping a lyra, you want to wrap it from the bottom to the top. That way, when people pull down and the pressure is pulling down around the sides of the lyra, the tape is going to lie the right way so that it doesn't get those ridges. So what you're going to want to do is, if you decide this is the top of your lyra, you're going to tip it upside down. But as I said before, it doesn't really matter. So let's pretend this is the top of the lyra. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do an overlap pattern. So you're going to start with tape over here. Let's say since this is the top, let's say it's about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And then you're going to go around this way, all the way to the top. And you're going to apply that layer of tape. And then you're going to start over here at, say, 10:30, 11 o'clock. And you're going to go this way around it. And you're going to meet at the top. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to go from this side. I'm going to start here. And I'm going to go around the lyra this way with just a little bit of an overlap. Okay. So now this is going to be the top of the lyra. And as you see, there's a little bit of an overlap. So now what you need to do is turn it back upside down. Now this is your top. So you're going to have that overlap, and you are going to this time go around the lyra the other way. Okay, unfortunately it looks like I'm just short of having used one round of tape or one thing of tape to get all around this lyra. That's probably about 36 inches. So I think if I did it in the future, I would try to maybe get the overlap to be a little bit less so I could get it to meet. So now if I had had enough tape to finish up, I would have just kept going from this point over here all the way around up to here. And I would have just had the tiniest bit of overlap there. And then, as I said, make sure you use like some contrasting tape or something to just mark where the top of this is for future reference. And then basically what you have is you have the first taping going from here around to the top, and the second one going from here around to the top. So you do have like a little bit of overlap, and you might get a little bit of the rolling down here at the bottom because if people are pushing down, it's the way the tape is laying. But the important thing is that up at the top, this tape is just laying so that when you pull down on the top, it's nice and smooth. And that should last the life of the tape.